following video was rated for teen. Where are you going with that box? It smells like I'm going to look for this guy called Ralphbot. Ralph? Oh, that dude makes some nice weapons, mutations, and cooks Compound B. Compound B? Like the one in The Boys that gives superpowers? Yes, that's a robot I can't hate. Unlike other robots I won't mention since I turned them into trash cans. Sounds too good to be true, but I'll make sure to get some profit from a possible new friend. Is that Stitch on his box?
So tell me, where did you found him?
At the Heartbroken Hotel.
Flashback. End of flashback.
Alright, I can revive him and make him better than what Disney did with him on the remake.
How? Jumba made him and we don't have alien tech.
But we have this.
Compound B on Stitch? I knew you had it.
I will revive him with it, and since you have been the nicest customer I ever met, I will give you samples.
Hey, can I buy the superhero suit? Hello everyone. Like many superhero fans, I wish to have superpowers. Many of us wish to have powers to do what we want, or anything we wish. And today, we're doing exactly that. Let's begin by talking about the powers I want to have, before talking about superpowers in general. In my case, I would love to have cryokinesis, or the power to control ice. You guys remember Elsa from Frozen, or Frozen from The Incredibles? Or Ice from DC Comics, or Iceman from Marvel? As someone who lives in a country where the sun is always heating, having ice powers could make me a living air conditioner and shoot a strong blast of ice to create a snowstorm to cool my neighborhood during the summers. I could use them to make an army of snow golems to have company and not being alone all the time, or I could use them to slide around the water, or just create ice cubes. The other superpower I wish I had would be animal shapeshifting, basically Beast Boy from Teen Titans. With that power, I could be as small as a mouse or as large as an elephant, sleeping like a bear during the night, getting home faster, flying as a bird, exploring the sea as a shark, or even making a better R-rated movie starring dogs that will make Tartakovsky jealous. Just saying. I would love to have one of those powers, or even both of them. With that out of the way, let's start talking about superpowers, and we will start with the classic super strength and flight. With the power of super strength, you could be more powerful than you are, and when you fly, you will be able to play among the stars. There's also powers that are much more useful than you think, like telepathic powers, for example, mind control or telekinesis. Reading minds and psychic predictions are really useful. Reading other minds allows you to never be fooled or know the truth about something, while psychic predictions allow you to prevent accidents and allow you to know what your opponent's next move will be. But the best of them is obviously telekinesis. This lets you move objects with your mind, but with this power, you can become a living weapon. Don't believe me? I had seen this movie about a teenage girl who gets revenge from her classmates. Some will use powers like shrinking and invisibility for personal reasons, if you know what I mean, or maybe stretching to reach faraway objects. It all depends on how I use those powers.
Enjoying your new powers?
Yes, but I still miss having a katana. These powers won't last that much, only until I get myself a new katana.
True, I think I can make you a new katana. By the way, is it true you killed the bad guys on the Heartbroken Hotel?
I killed them, along the Crimson Crawl and the bad girls. That caused the goose to want me dead, since they were his targets and he only got to kill Marmalade. Luckily, he spared my life, and we became best friends.
You're lucky he spared you last year, because he normally doesn't spare talking animals with ethnic backgrounds.
With these powers and costume, I could be a real superhero.
Let me continue on my rebirth experiment, and I will get you a mission that will make you a real superhero.
Other powers like super speed are great to have, but are hard to control if you aren't careful. Many superpowers are like this, but for me the hardest power to learn is super speed. Healing factor is a superpower that will make lives much easier. Healing fast from injuries will be beneficial for people who get hurt all the time, like football players. Teleportation can be a power that many wish to have to be anywhere they want at any time. Other powers like cloning yourself can be useful if you need company, like me in real life, or turning into a Hulk-like monster, but for the one you need to learn to control it. Magic derivative powers are also beneficial. I mean, you could have more than one power if you knew magic. Think about it. And how about the power that is the most powerful of all powers? Atomic manipulation. Before you mention matter manipulation, both powers are different. Matter manipulation is a broad ability to control all components of matter, including atoms and the bonds between them, allowing for transformation of any substance or state, while atomic manipulation is a more specific ability, focused solely on controlling individual atoms and isotopes to change the properties or rearrange atomic structures. Yes, I Google all of this. But we can't forget that this power can make us mess around with anything we want, from turning a leaf into gold, to turning a whole city into chocolate. I forgot to mention time traveling to be anywhere you want, but many in fiction already use technology for that, so I won't mention it. But the point is that with great power comes great responsibility. And with any of these powers, you are responsible for the things you do with those powers. So remember guys, it doesn't matter what superpowers is your favorite, but how responsible you will be with them. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share this. Ralph Watt, I'm in the Discord bunkers. What's my objective?
Test subject 9C2B69, also known as Show Wallace Lee.
And why was he trapped here, anyway? Isn't here where dead cartoon characters are dropped by?
This place also traps problematic metahuman teens. Just get him out, okay?
Fantasy man? It's Hienatoons, my friend. Don't worry, I'm a superhero. Cool. I'm Walter Lee. Nice to meet you. Let's get out of here. Teleportation powers? That's right. My powers cause Discord labs to trap me along other dangerous metahuman teens. But you don't seem to be a bad person. Why'd they trap you? Well... Damn, I thought I was sneaky enough. Hell no, I'm not going back to those cells. Ready to see why would he drop me here?
Good day for a swell battle. Now go!
Kung Fu? It's gun fu now, mother.
Hienatoons, surrender to the guards.
What the? What?
With this infraction, you will be sent to Hell Breathe, and in there I want you to save another gifted teen named Polis Mertinson, also known as Polarbert.
Fine. Walter, don't worry. Escape from this place and we will meet next month. I promise. Fine, one. Thanks for saving me, Hyena. Well, rejected Lion King Hyena dressed like a superhero. Be ready for a trip to Bell Reef. We're sending that furry there.
Secure from ground level, okay? We're gonna resolve.